Very good and happy Thursday morning to everyone out there. Baby Friday has arrived. Landon here with you, locked in, ready to go, bringing you your latest weather and odd forecast courtesy of On Target. Winter will not let go of the pattern here across the Wobbles community and the rest of the Commonwealth. We have got this setup that's coming in this morning. We've already got clouds that have thickened up out there. This is going to continue to be the name of the weather game. We got this deepening low pressure here across the central and southern plains. This thing is going to cut across the southeast and then turn into a big old bombogenesis cyclone right here off of the east coast. In the meanwhile, while this is occurring and taking place, we're going to have this upper level low and upper level trough that's going to be diving down here to the south and east as we work into tonight on into tomorrow. X marks the spot right here across the Wobbles community, and we're going to have that upper lobe of energy bringing the opportunity at some light to even moderate snow showers at times for us here over the next 24 to 48 hours. It looks like we'll be stuck pretty good in that pattern. Getting a look across the region, D93 Skycam. Hey, good news, guys. We've got the ice broken off the lenses out there, but our D93 Skycam remains the only one that's still able to operate because it's broken the ice off of the ledger. So we're seeing some clearing taking place out there on the camera lens. That's at least indicative of a little bit of thawing out there, if nothing else. WRUS Skycam down in Russellville. I'll be joining Chris McGinnis on the radio airwaves at 8:30 a.m. this morning. You can make sure and tune in and listen to us there. 4:31. Moving nicely, but we still got some covering and coatings out there on the roadways, folks. We're still receiving numerous reports of slick travel and some accidents out there. Please be aware of that as you head out on the morning commute. We cannot escape these frigid cold temperatures that we have been dealing with. Speaking of those frigid cold temperatures, we're setting right around the upper teens to lower 20s region-wide. With any luck, as we work throughout today, as we sneak into the afternoon, we might be hitting right around the 31 to 33 degree mark, so we just might climb a degree or two above freezing. Landon, what's the downfall of that? Well, we got the cloud cover with today's forecast as well, so a lack of UV rays really not going to play in our favor in that regard. Let's jump over here and talk about it, shall we? We'll get a look at the big picture and then we'll dive into the intricate details of our next snow chance that is right here on the doorstep for us. Keep your eyes located over here on this area of low pressure. Going to swing down here to the south and east throughout today on into the overnight. By the time we work into the pre-dawn hours of our Friday morning, this is how our setup is going to appear. We got the deepening surface low tracking down the Gulf, trying to shove some moisture up in our direction. We got this big old trough and upper low diving down here out of the north, and those little vorticity lobes, it's going to ride down out of that particular setup. That is what is going to provide the needed forcing and lift that we're anticipating. Should lead to a light scattered snow event late tonight and then into the Friday time frame. Lingering flurries and light snow showers will be continuing at least on into the start of the weekend as well. So here we are looking at the short-term model guidance. We'll give you the breakdown. We should be dry as a bone today, but cloud cover will be thickening up. Wouldn't be surprised as early as this afternoon to seeing some flying flurries out and about here across our viewing area. And then we work throughout the overnight into the early morning hours of our Friday when our forcing and our moisture is going to become more available out of the north and west, all right? You can see the reflectivity blossoming here by roughly 6 to 8 p.m. this evening. It continues with that upper level vorticity swing that's going to pull right south and east across the region. And here we are looking at the overnight. Here we are getting into our Friday as well. And then that finally pulls down off to the south and east by the time we roll into roughly lunchtime on Friday. With that being said, this northerly flow regiment and northwest flow regiment is going to keep these scattered flying snow showers and flurries that look to be sticking around. Look here as we get into Friday evening. Here comes a little batch through southern Illinois and southern Indiana. And that's pretty much going to remain the name of the weather game, folks. Here we are getting into Saturday as well. You see just these little lobes of energy swinging down here. We're going to keep these light scattered snow showers in the forecast late tonight all the way through Saturday evening, it would appear. Taking a look at our temperature profiles and how they'll behave throughout this point in time. Frigid cold this morning, and then this afternoon, with any luck as promised, folks. Look, we're going to be right there on the freezing mark. A few of us going to climb maybe a degree or two above. Some of us going to stay below it. And then we get the surge of colder air back in here. Late tonight into early Friday morning, we're going to be around the upper teens to lower 20s. Louisville Metro points along the Ohio back down to the single digits. And then Friday afternoon, it's going to get colder. You can see there, pointing out afternoon highs, we should achieve around mid-morning, right around the mid, maybe upper 20s. And then those temperatures tank again, folks. So anything at all that we're going to get in regards to these light scattered snow showers, it's going to stick, okay? You got some of the roadways out there that still haven't been cleared. Those that have been cleared, with this cold of temperatures, you get a little dusting of snow out there that's going to recoat the roadways, negatively impact travel. Yet again, you can see here as we work late into our Friday night, we're going to be right back down into the single digits, sub-zero wind chills again by sunrise Saturday. Old man winter, it will not loosen its grip here across the region. Something I want to take note of, folks, is our mid and upper level pattern that's going to kind of dictate our temperature profiles, not just throughout the weekend, but as we roll into next week as well. Watch this big monster trough and upper low here dive to the south and east as we work throughout our Friday and Saturday, thus resulting in the scattered light to moderate snow showers, all right? But keep your eyes here off to our north and west. We're going to roll into next week. We keep the northwest regimen in place. We keep the below average temperatures in place with that northwest flow aloft, bringing in those northwesterly winds, continuing all the way through the middle part of next week, even the latter part of next week, as we roll into a week from Saturday, and we cannot get this upper ridge to break and send this trough here off of the East Coast. Long story short, folks, it looks like we're going to continue to see a winter pattern in terms of temperatures for sure, but these lobes of energy bringing snow chances as well, all right? So there you see here over the course of the next 2 weeks, we're going to remain in a colder than average pattern. As you can see here, the latest from the Climate Prediction Center, we look to remain below average, and not just on the temperature front, folks. Watch after we get past the bulk of the weekend. Here we are working into Saturday. We get the scattered snow showers, the big bombogenesis taking place here right off of the East Coast, bringing a snowstorm to the Carolinas up to the Northeast. And then keep your eyes to your north and west. Look at Sunday night into Monday. We get another clipper system diving down here south and east across the region. Another light snow event could be bringing light accumulations across the region. We roll into next Tuesday night on into our Wednesday and Thursday. Another opportunity of some light snow. And even into the weekend to follow of Saturday of next week, we're talking 9 to 10 days out, another quip of a snow event that rolls in here across the region. Folks, long story short, you're talking about the long-range pattern. Winter's going to stay locked in here over the next roughly 2 weeks with these little bouts of these minor snow events moving through as well. Just going to be adding insult to injury with the monster winter and ice storm here that we experienced recently. Landon, what are you expecting as far as accumulations? Across the entirety of the Wobbles community, we've got a dusting up to 2 inches total. I do believe total snowfall amounts will stay on the lower edge of this, but with that being mentioned, folks, this is valid for tonight all the way through Saturday evening. So these little lobes of light snow that'll come through, some folks will get hit by some will not. So we're pretty comfortable with a blanket of a minor snow event here, dusting up to 2 inches total before this thing wraps up Saturday night into Sunday morning. But remember, folks, we got another snowmaker there Sunday night into Monday, working in out of the north and west here yet again. Snowfall forecast matching up with probabilities here, the latest from the National Weather Service. The probability of us receiving at least an inch of, a dusting, a tenth of an inch of snowfall out of this. They got the Wobbles community in a 60 to 70% probability of us getting at least a dusting on the ground. We move that up to an inch. Probabilities, we're down towards the 30 to 40% probability. We push upwards of 2 inches, and we're between roughly a 5 to 10% probability of that occurring. Based upon our forecast guidance, pretty confident in this unfolding for us here across our vicinity. Full 6-day weather forecast breakdown. Cloudy throughout today. It is going to remain chilly, although a few of us might touch above freezing. A few flurries can't be ruled out this afternoon. Tanking down to the upper teens, lower 20s overnight. Scattered snow showers throughout our Friday with highs remaining trapped. That 30-degree mark right there on our guidance, I believe that that's going to be achieved early in the day. By the afternoon, we should see those temperatures falling. Single-digit lows Friday night, only going to make it to the mid and upper teens on Saturday with those scattered snow showers sticking around. Right back into the meat locker Saturday night, we'll be hovering close to zero with the potential for some of us maybe touching sub-zero readings. Mid-20s on Sunday, Sunday night into Monday, scattered snow chances return. And again there, folks, Tuesday into Tuesday night and Wednesday with that little setup we were just talking about. Maybe a bit of freezing rain, then transitioning over to a light snow. That remains to be seen, all right? Friends, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning Baby Friday edition of your Weather or Not forecast, presented by On Target. Stay locked in with us across all of our outlets out there. Just introduced our new TikTok channel here about a week ago. Make for sure that you check that out at WX or Not BG. We'll be bringing you frequent updates here as this weather maker continues to evolve. You all take care of yourselves, take care of each other with a frigid cold and snow in the forecast.